What's up, people? This is part 3 of Brandon Johnson. All right, let's hold on to what we left on to. You remember what I was told you in the last 2 videos, right? See, this guy here is shameless. You understand what I'm saying? And we have to be very careful of how we move and listen to these folks. Now he's about to blame what's going on the right wing in this country. Now, I don't give a shit about left or right wing in this country. Let's make that clear. I'm going to say this again. I don't give a shit about the left or the right wing in this country. Let's make that clear. But the real problem is Joe Biden and the Democrats in power right now, who's opening up the borders, who's allowing this to happen, where they're able to, where the Republican states at the border, like Texas, can't take on all those migrants in Texas. So they have to send them somewhere. Does that make sense to you? I want you to look up what has been going on. Matter of fact, I'll do a video of all the migrants that's been coming in here. 12,000 at one day. You think that those border states in Texas and Florida, but Arizona and all these, California, you think that they can manage 12,000 in one day? They have no choice but to send them somewhere else. They cannot take that much in. So when Brandon Johnson say, "Oh, these people, these right wingers," remember, these are, whether you agree with them or not, these are Republicans who said, "No, you got to stop. You got to cut the border." Brandon Johnson and Pritzker and the Democrats say we're open sanctuary cities. If you notice, there is no sanctuary cities at the border who have to actually deal with that shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ain't no sanctuary cities at the border who has to actually deal with that stuff. So they say, okay, you bring them in, we're going to send them up to you because you said you was a sanctuary city. You're going to take care of everybody and forget your own constituents. You're going to take care of, we're going to send them up to you. Brandon Johnson is Brandon Johnson is a clown. You see? It's his only option to help himself out politically is to stop what's coming into his city. He is not even competent enough to even realize that. You understand? He is a clown that is led by the Democratic Party because they realize that the black people are not going to be their voting bloc anymore, so they're trying to attack us now. The Democratic Party has an open policy to attack us now. You understand? They're trying to replace, they want the immigrant vote to be their base. They don't want us to be their base anymore. Because we're looking around and we're talking about reparations. What's owed to us for all the stuff that we've been through and what's happened to us. The biggest crime in America history is the crime of slavery that has never been amended. It's never been amended. There's never been no resources that went to what happened to us. But everyone else
From the Indians to the Japanese to the Jewish people, everybody else get reparations for what happened to him. But the biggest crime in America, those people get nothing. Alright. I'm about to play this video. Let's continue for what we've been doing. We're going to keep continuing. Because I want to stay hard on this sucker right here. Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago. Like I told you, he is a typical, he's the point of the spear right here of the Negroes that we should not be trusted. He is the prime example. Brandon Johnson is the prime buck dancing, boot licking Negro, house Negro that you should not trust. We're gonna make sure he is an example. I don't know if he understands that you're never gonna win an election nowhere ever again. The only way you will ever only way you in power now is because of black people. The only way you will ever be in power in any other seat in Chicago or anywhere, state, senator, house representative, will be because of black people. You have already X'd that out the game. Ain't no black people gonna ride for you at all. The actual black Chicagoans are upset at this dude. Yeah. You gonna go down in flames, boy. And you not even gonna get what you thought you was gonna get up out of it. And when you drop to the bottom of the soap, it's gonna be people like me at the bottom of it like, ha 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 ha. I told you, boy. I told you. Yeah. When white supremacy get done with their tools, they discard them. They don't keep your black dusty ass around, boy. Yeah, follow me. Let's go.
Is a very raggedy form instituted by right-wing extremism. Everyone knows that the right-wing extremism in this country has targeted democratically ran cities, and quite frankly, they've been very intentional about going after democratically ran cities that are led by people of color. And their whole motivation is to create disruption and chaos, because that's what that particular party has been about. Right? This is the same.
First of all, when you hear a nigga talk about people of color, he ain't talking about black people. I don't want to hear nothing about no people of color. If you are talking about something black, then you say black people. I don't want to hear nothing about no people of color, because other people of color ain't got no alliance with black people. Do you understand me? Follow me, black people. I'm gonna lead you. I'm gonna tell you what the truth is. I'm gonna lead you down the truth. Let's do this.
Political party that did not want to accept that President Obama was actually an American. It's the same Republican right-wing extremism that stormed the Capitol. It's the same right-wing extremism that refuses to accept the results of the Civil War. It's raggedy. It's disrespectful. It's mean-spirited. It's an unclean spirit, quite frankly. And so I got you.
An unclean spirit, quite frankly. You know what's an unclean spirit, you punk? Is to disregard the people who put you in power. Is to disregard them at all. You don't got no plan for them, but you got plan for illegal people that come in here. That's what is a disgrace. You pine head, dizzle face Negro. Look at this Negro with them glasses and that dumbass mohawk he got on there. I'm gonna tell you, any nigga I see with a little mohawk cut like that, I'm not gonna trust you, boy. I'm gonna put out a new hashtag. Don't trust no nigga with a mohawk. Follow me. Let's continue.
Yeah, I got you. I just want to make sure that people understand what we're facing. That's why it's so important that the faith community is leaning in this moment. And so what I've said, there has to be better coordination. Look, Pastor Will Hall, who's also an alderman of the 6th Ward, visited the border. He saw the chaos firsthand. And so part of our effort to go to the border was to make sure that there was better coordination with the flow of migrants who are seeking asylum here. And this is not unprecedented. When the Ukrainian refugees found their way to the shores of America, there were 30,000 of them right here in the city of Chicago, and you don't hear a word about it because it was cold.
Yeah, we didn't hear a word about it. Punk, why didn't you say nothing about it? We didn't know about that. But you apparently your black ass knew about it. So why didn't you say nothing about it? Why didn't you say, why are these Ukrainians in here getting all these resources that my black brothers and sisters ain't got? Why you ain't said that? Huh? Because apparently you knew. You see how stupid he is? He admit to you that I knew these Ukrainians in here and nobody said nothing about it. Yeah, you could have said something about it. You fucking... Let me take the curse word back. Take the curse word out of it. You moron. You're such a clown with your clown cut. Look at his clown mohawk. Continue.
Coordinated. There was federal dollars that were attached to those families. And so, to your question, yes, it has to be better coordinated. As far as limitations, we have to have parameters that respect the dignity of families who want to call Chicago their home. It is.
Well, families who want to call Chicago their home. How about the families that already been in Chicago for decades and centuries? Some of the black people that's in Chicago. Who the hell? Let me continue before I say something.
It is abysmal, and it's an affront for everything that is good about this country. For the extremism in this country to use people as political tools to settle political scores for something that happened 400 years ago. They're still mad that a black man is free in this country.
Yeah. There are them who are still mad about a black man being free in this country. But that ain't got nothing to do with your black ass who disregard the black men in your city. Boy, do you hear this, boy? About the black man, you are now disregarding the black people, the black men, and the black women in your city right now. You cone-head, mohawk face, clown, Negro. Let's continue. Follow me, people.
This is nothing new, but aren't you glad that the soul of Chicago won't be broken? And those are the words of, I think, Beyonce. You won't break our soul.
Oh my God. That shit. You see this corny shit? Do you see that corny shit? That alone should turn you off. You hear that corny shit? Yes, I'm gonna buy Beyonce, but I would never die. Man, nigga, listen. People hurting out here. This nigga talk about some Beyonce, nigga. I don't care about Beyonce, Jay-Z, or you, Negro. Do you understand? Let's continue.
Thank you, Pastor Zions.
So we're starting off with 17 churches, first phase.
And the reason why I don't care about them, because I care about my people. And those people like Jay-Z and Beyonce, they don't give a damn about us. Do you understand that? Let's continue.
And the goal is, as we increase to the demands of the city to alleviate the stress at O'Hare and some of the police stations, we actually want to start tomorrow. We want to send the buses and start picking up folks. The time is now. And so our goal...
Look at this dude right here, right? The time is now to come picking up more folks to come in and to replace you. He will be the one. He is the one that is probably more anti-black than you could imagine. Do you understand? He don't even like the person he worked for. In his mind, he probably like, I should be higher than you. Yeah, we gotta come pick him up. We gotta come pick him up and do this. Hey, even let me ask the Latino people in Chicago. Even him, he looked like a Latino, right? Has he been that enthusiastic about your struggles in Chicago? He probably hasn't even been that enthusiastic about your struggles in Chicago. Bunch of clowns. Let's continue.
Is to send the bus, and we're going to start picking up folks and establishing them in the churches that are behind you. All these pastors have.
And when I say the Latinos in Chicago, I'm talking about the Latino Americans in Chicago. Has he ever been that enthusiastic for the shit that you need? Probably not. Let's continue.
Committed to start the process. So boots on the ground starting tomorrow, and we're going to start filling them up, and we're going to work together to make sure that my goal and our goal by December 1st, we are making a huge impact in the city with working along the city to relieve the stress of folks in the police stations and O'Hare. So we're starting first thing tomorrow morning. Yeah.
In New York, they have these programs that have a lot of problems with churches not being able to vote. How are you going to make sure that doesn't happen in Chicago?
Well, the full force of government is on display. I've said this from the very beginning that that is my mission to bring people together.
The full force of government is on display. When have Mayor Clown Mohawk Johnson ever put the full government on display for you, Chicago? You. When he's ever put the full government display on for you? When has he ever sat in front of a camera and talk about, I got the full display on for you? You should ask him, where is his full display for you? Do you understand? Or he's going to keep on come up here with his funny ass mohawk, talk about something. Hey, keep up, black in the soul of Chicago, the soul of Chicago. He should get his ass whooped everywhere black people are at in Chicago. When you kick him out of the mayor, he's not gonna have all the people running around him when he's a regular citizen. He should get his ass kicked everywhere he go in Chicago. How he is giving real resources to everybody except for y'all while y'all struggle. Y'all should kick him in his ass every day you struggled, while he gave resources to somebody else. Illegals. Let's continue.
That's the state government, that's the county government, and that includes our faith community. But here's the good news. The faith community has been doing this work, right, from the very beginning. And so that we're investing in an infrastructure that, quite frankly, just...
Hold up. Some in the faith community has been doing the work, but I would imagine the buck dancing, scuff, dirt bag trader, pool pit preaching, pork chop Negroes that you are involved with ain't been doing a damn thing. I would bet it. How much money? You got some money? Hey, you got some money? Put some money up. I will bet they ain't been doing a damn thing for the people right in their neighborhood, for the people right in their congregation. Ask what they doing for the people who are struggling right in their congregation. Ask them that. Ask them how many rent payments they paid for the people who's struggling right in their own congregation who can't make the rent next month. Tell me, what can they come to Pastor Pork Chop Preacher? Tell me, can they come to Pastor Pork Chop and say, hey, I'm down 2 months. Can I get some help? I bet Pastor Pork Chop said, I pray. I lay my hand on you, pray for you. I don't know what I do, but I lay my hand on pray for you. Yeah, I got a hand right here for them pork chop preachers. I got something for you, boy. You understand? And the ones who actually put in the work, once again, I'm not talking about y'all. Don't take that to y'all, because I ain't talking about y'all. Because I know there are good people who put in the work. I know that for a fact. And I ain't talking about y'all. But you are a minority nowadays. You used to be a majority. Because black people and black churches, we used to be the haven of stuff. We used to be the culture of things. We are no longer that. You now have a bunch of Negroes trying to get a paycheck and fool everybody in sight. And they should get their ass whooped everywhere they go when you see a black person. Ain't that preacher nigga who try to fool us? Go get him! That should be the energy. Get him! See what he got in his pockets. He stole all that money from us. And he wasn't about nothing. Right? Alright, let's continue.
Needed a little bit more formation. I just want to make sure that people understand that this is an international crisis. Speaking of New York, do you know that 70% of the migrants and asylum seekers in New York come from the continent of Africa? This is a global population shift that's being promulgated by failed policy. Now, as Pastor Zayas has indicated, 100 years from now, people are going to...
Oh, we saw what he tried to use. You know, the people coming from Africa. Why would you say something about New York City? We talking about your city. You fucking... excuse my language. You punk. You punk. We're not talking about New York City. And what you just said there is not even completely accurate. You fool. See, when you talking to somebody like me, I know it. When you talk that crap, I know immediately because I know what's going on. So what you saying is not even completely accurate, even in New York, punk. Let's continue.
Read about what we did in this moment. And what they're going to read about the city of Chicago, that the soul and the essence of who we are, we did not allow that extremism to break us. The full force of government is on display. Federal government, state government, county government, city government, the faith community, philanthropic community, mutual aid volunteers, and we did it in 6 months.
Everybody.
He got everybody round up for them folks.
Questions now. Go ahead.
What about you?
Nice today because the preacher's here.
He won't round up a bunch of sheep for you. But he rounded up resources, agencies, this group, that group for the legal immigrants. He won't round up a bunch of dogs for you. Unbelievable. Let's go.
As I've said, they've been doing it. Look, it's taken. They didn't just start with this press conference. I hear what you're saying, but I just want to make sure that you write this. They didn't just start today. They've been doing it. And so what you're seeing is you're seeing a sophisticated coordination that has taken some time to make sure that we level set. Because here's the thing, the resources that the state is showing up with, because that's the collaboration that I've called for, and they're doing it. The resources that the...
All right. I'm going to end this right here because you got the point. You get the point. These people, this dude, I'm going to stay on his bones. I'm going to have more videos about this clown because we got to make sure, Chicago, when he comes up for election, you got to make sure you send him back in the dustbin because he has no other political options after that. He is done after this. Make sure this sucker is done. I hope you done whatever they paid you to do this, to sell out all of the black Chicagoans that put you in power. Whatever they paid you to do it, I hope it was enough to last whatever you're doing and you make the right investments. Because you will never get a job in politics again, especially if it got something to do with black voters vote for you and white voters ain't gonna vote for your stupid ass. And the same Latino voters that you stepping up for, they'll vote for a Republican against you before they vote for your dumbass. Do you understand? You stupid fool. And when you go down in flames, Brandon Johnson, us black people are going to sit back in unison and laugh. What's the Simpson dude? The little dude that's on Simpson? That's what we going to do. We told your little mohawk face. Alright, folks. We gonna end that there. Hey, once y'all go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the like button. That gets this around. If this is a message that you like and you understand that this has to get around, because they're trying to do something to us. This is a message that has to get to the masses. Do you understand? So like and subscribe for this message to get out. I need that from y'all. Let's do that. Good night. Be one.